Good evening, everyone. My name is Sam Gomez. I'm a woodwind doubler in the Gainesville and North Florida area, and today I come to you with yet another instrument review. This is a Eastern Music tenor saxophone. It's got silver bell, brass body, and a silver neck. And yes, this is a Chinese horn. But I have to say, along with a lot of the other Eastern music instruments that I have played, I owned a straight alto that was made by them. I owned a soprano that was made by them. And I have to say that I am thoroughly impressed with the build quality and all of the little trinkets and such that come with this instrument. So I'll go ahead and start with... What am I going to go ahead and start with? I'll go ahead and start from neck down. So we have this silver-plated neck with an SBA style octave key, an octave pip, so to say. It's a very comfortable neck angle. It's very reminiscent of a Mark 6 or a super balanced action. Very, very comfortable when you bring it up to your mouth. It slides right in. You don't have any crazy weird stuff going on with the neck angle and whatnot. It just comes to your mouth very comfortably. It's very sturdy. The metal throughout this entire horn is just very sturdy. The keywork is amazing. It feels great under the fingers. What else? It's keyed up to high F sharp, which is cool. I would prefer a tenor that was keyed up to high F. I'm weird like that. I don't really use the high F sharp key all that much, but it is there. You have ribbed construction. I don't know if you can see that, but all of the posts are on on separate ribs. I don't know if you can see that. You can certainly see that one right there for this front stack. And it runs all the way down the horn. What I think is really cool is they have this advertised as a Mark 6 copy, which I can definitely see in the design and even the keywork of the horn. You'll notice on the high E, it's not sculpted. It's flat, like a vintage Selmer Paris instrument. You'll notice that the low C and low E flat are more rounded. They're not super thick. They don't have a bunch of metal coming off the end. This is very comfortable to get around on. And another nice little feature that is not on vintage French instruments, Selmers, is they have, I don't know if you can see that, it's raised a little bit right there. Now, it's been a very long time since I played a Mark 6 or an SBA tenor, so I can't say for sure if that was on there. I know for a fact that it's not on SBAs, but I had a 77,000 Mark 6 5-digit from 1958, and for a very long time, and I don't think it had that, which is very cool. Going on the design, it has the kind of scroll stuff, the bands. It has the scroll bands right here on the bell and on the back, very much reminiscent of a vintage French instrument. Selmer, I should say. Sorry, I need to be more specific. But very, very nice aesthetic touch. I think I already said this is silver all the way down to the bow. So it's almost kind of like a King supersonic, a silver sonic. But the bow is silver and it has and it has brass keys, which is a very nice aesthetic touch. I very much like that. Underneath the fingers, everything is very, very snappy. I got this brand new, and because I needed a new tenor anyway. I was playing a Vito tenor saxophone, so a Yamaha 21 that Vito would put their name on. And it's a very good horn. It's a tank. You can't hardly destroy them. But as good as that horn was, this, in my humble opinion, plays like a Mark VI should. A lot of, you know, those older Mark VIs, you know, sometimes they have bad overhauls, or they've just been through wars, quite literally. They've been played so much that the keywork is really, really loose, and you have to spend thousands of dollars to get a decent overhaul. And even then, it might not be to your liking. These have domed resonators on the pads. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can certainly put it for... You can see that on the high F. And those are all the way down. You can maybe see that on the low B and low B flat. Those are domed metal resonators. And they make this horn really loud. And it's awesome. They're not plastic like you would get in some student grade horns. These are real deal metal resonators. And it's very, very cool. Going back on design, it has, I know I'm kind of flip-flopping all over the place, but it has a Mark VI style pearl right there. It's got the rounded pearl for the alternate F sharp, which I find very nice. I myself prefer that style of pearl as opposed to the long, like oval shaped ones that you sometimes see. It's more comfortable under my fingers, and I am myself an avid alternate F sharp user. What else on this horn? It has black pearls, going back to aesthetics. Very, very pretty, very classy. It complements the brass very nicely. I almost wish this was entirely silver plated, and they do make these in pretty much any finish you want. I know they even make them in German silver. So like a nickel, German silver is basically nickel brass, nickel silver, nickel brass, I think. But I know that resonates a little bit differently because I myself have played on German silver horns. They have German copper horns. You can get them in pretty much any finish you like. In fact, I got this from a buddy, and he got his logo on it. It's an AC. It's really hard to tell, but you can see on the back right there, AAC, serial number 2. So this is the second one made. What else is there? It's got sculpted octave key. It's got a metal thumb rest, which is very comfortable. I myself don't really like plastic thumb rests. I just feel like they're very cheap. Over time, they tend to break and crack. I really like metal thumb rests or pearl. But I know those are on vintage horns. Another cool touch is this thumb rest right here. It's adjustable, so you can move it for your comfort. And it's got this little piece of metal that hangs over. I've noticed that's a reoccurring theme on these Eastern music horns. They have that metal thumb rest right there that goes over. Makes it very comfortable. I feel like I have a better grip on the horn. Another really cool thing. Well, first, before I do that, I'll go to this. This beautiful engraving. Very, very, very much like a Mark VI. Like a Selmer Paris engraving. And to boot, it even has that Selmer Mark VI SBA balanced action kind of style bell brace, which is very substantial. And this is one of the features that I thought was really cool. Has a 3-point neck strap ring, kind of like you'd see on I think Yanagasawa's, or I know I see them on some Theo Wane horns, and even then I think those are Taiwanese. What else? I think they're on... Yeah, I think Yanagasawa, I think Dakota put them on there. It's just a very nice touch. P. Mariat, I think, also put them on there. It's a very nice touch. So depending on how much weight you want or how far you want the horn to hang. So this is all the way on the third one on the bottom, and this is all the way on the top one. So it likes to hang closer to your body, and then the middle one is obviously a common ground, which is where I like to have mine. This horn plays great. Price point, about $900, which, I mean, I'm gonna play this for you guys in a second, but first I'm gonna show you guys the case that it comes in, and holy crap, the case is really cool. So I'm gonna set this down over here real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys the case. I'm sorry, my camper is kind of a mess. So this is the case that we get. This is a really cool case. I'm gonna throw those lights over there, sorry. This is a very cool case. It's like a faux carbon fiberglass kind of deal, very reminiscent of like Selmer Paris flight cases from the 80s, very much like BAM cases. This is super sturdy, like super sturdy. It's got 3 locks. It's got a leather handrest right, a leather handle right here. It's got another handle back here, which is really cool. It has spots for a sling that you can throw over your shoulder, which is super awesome. The brand is, sorry if I can put that in focus. Gracious. One-Baug. Must be French. But I'm gonna try and invert this camera. It's not working very well. But this is what the inside of the case looks like. This is not styrofoam. This is not foam. This is plush. This is really nice. And it contours to the horn perfectly. It comes with an end plug, which is really nice. This is probably my favorite little feature of this case. This is where the neck is housed. Right there. And then there's a little neck pouch, and you can put your mouthpiece and stuff. And this comes out. So, and you can put it back in there and whatnot. Sorry, this is all over the place right now. But yeah, that's probably my favorite feature. So you don't have to shove anything in the bell. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could, like reeds and whatnot, keep like a little pouch and whatnot. But I mean, for $900, come on, man, really? Really? Yeah, it's not a Mark 6. Yeah, it's not a super balanced action. Yeah, it's not a Yanagasawa or a Yamaha 82 or a Rampone. It's not like gonna be hanging on the wall in like a saxophone shop or a music shop. These are slept on. These Chinese horns are getting a lot better. I used to knock them. I have several Chinese instruments. I have a Chinese alto flute. I have a Chinese sopranino sax. I might also be doing a review on the Eastern Music sopranino saxophone, because my Schiller is so hit and miss sometimes. It just doesn't stay in adjustment as much. So I might do a follow-up review on that. But what else? I mean, it has a little thing for marching if you want. Oh, and another cool thing on the Eastern Music website, you can get different necks. So if you wanted like a hand-hammered copper neck, you could get one. If you wanted an underslung style neck like a Yanagasawa, you can get that. You can get them in different finishes: copper, gold, sterling silver, unlacquered. And but yeah, so I'm gonna do a little play test for you guys real quick. I'm on a Dukoff LD. I want to say it's an 8. That's what it measured. Large chamber Dukoff, Brovner slim ligature, and a Van Doren V16 2.5 reed. For $900, can you beat it? Probably not. Probably not. I'm just gonna put that out there. Probably not.